Hi guys, in this video we're going to talk about how text messages can ruin a relationship. So I am sure that you've all had times where you've had misunderstanding or things not going right because of texting. So I am Céline Remy, the intimacy angel, and I am here to help you bring your sexy back in life. Kevin, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I was texting.
Well, like you're supposed to say who you are, say hello to everyone watching today. Like, what are you doing? You're not paying attention. You're not here focusing and be present with me. What is going on?
I was sending you a text message. All right, yes, that was very much planned out, but we wanted to get something across about text messages, which we're going to get into more later. So I am Kevin Anthony, and I am the Truth Warrior, and today we're going to give it to you straight.
All right, so as you can see, texting really isn't super great for your relationship. Number one is that we women love attention. We love to have your presence as a man. And even if you're next to us, doesn't mean you're giving us your presence. If you are looking at a phone and staring at the phone and you're not being with us, we don't feel the connection. So that's definitely one way that being on your phone can really ruin the quality of your relationship.
Okay, so let's just say you're not always on your phone and you give plenty of attention. With text messages, you don't get any of the subtle cues. So you can't see their face, you don't hear the intonation in the voice, and all of those other forms of communication are completely lost. And so it's really easy for people to misunderstand what you say, even if you think you are perfectly clear.
Yeah, so let's say like what are text messages good for? What are the situations where you could use it? Because yes, it's useful to be able to send a message.
All right, so here's what I think text messages are good for. Honey, I'm leaving now, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Or, honey, can you stop and pick up some extra toilet paper? Very short things that can't really be misinterpreted. Like, hey, can you pick up toilet paper? How can you really misunderstand that? But anything that's important, that's truly important, you really shouldn't do in a text message.
Absolutely. And so if you like, especially for women where there's a little emotional thing going on, don't try to just be like, hey, I want to have clarity over what you said, or like, was that really what you meant earlier when you left home and you said that, or I've been thinking about this and now I'm not sure. And you go into this very long thing. Honestly, if your text message is more than like 2 sentences, it's probably not appropriate to be exchanged in that form. And some people are like, okay, but this is important. I really need to like be sharing this information. I'm in agony over here emotionally. I need to be able to like have somebody help me. Well, it'd be good if you learn to self-soothe, let's be honest. But if you can't, then at least set up a time to talk where you can see each other's faces. I mean, right now with all the technology, it's so easy to hop on a video call and we'll chat like this and you can see each other. You can really, like, you don't have to interpret or imagine what they meant because you can see their faces. And if you understand something wrong, you can be like, okay, let me correct that, right?
So here's the thing. If you want to have a conversation about something important in your relationship, or really important in general, there are certain methods that are better than others. Number one, face-to-face, in person. This is the absolute best way. I can see how she reacts to the things that I say. I can see if the color of her cheeks changes, if her eyes perk up. There's tons of subtle communication, and it's way easier for me to see if what I'm saying is being interpreted the way that I meant to say it. If you can't do that, then get on a video call, or just a voice call, or something where they can actually hear you. Now, it's best if you can have interaction back and forth, like a phone call or a video call. If you can't, there's always other things that allow you to leave voice messages or video messages, something where they can see and hear you. This will dramatically reduce the number of miscommunications that you have back and forth over technology.
Absolutely. So if you want less drama in your relationship, stop texting over a lot of things, but just a little tasks and things that need to happen, because it's not worth the time that it takes and to repair when there was a misunderstanding. And I want to take it one step further. Some people really need to see things in writing, and writing things down either in an email or on a doc that you share when there was something really big, or if you, let's say, talked about guidelines you wanted to have for your relationship. Let's say you were talking about relationship agreements because you're in a non-monogamous relationship, or ways you were going to take care of different chores around the house, and you want to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Then write things down, because then you have both, and it's impossible to be like, oh, that's not what I said. It's like it's in you said it verbally, and now you have the proof in writing, and it makes things so much easier.
And don't write it down in a text.
Remember.
Don't do it. If you're going to write it down on a piece of paper or type it in an email. Because you know how texts are. Once they're gone, they're gone. You're not getting them back.
Absolutely. So we hope this video inspired you to stop texting and start talking more in person. Go back to the old-fashioned way. There's a lot of things we used to do that actually worked better. So it's time that we do these again. And as always, we appreciate you, and make sure you click the subscribe button, the like button, and watch a few more videos.